I promise I'm 5'10", guys. Greatest bicep machine of all time. We are here in Cologne, Germany for FIBO. It's Wednesday morning, 9:30. I've got up, done my cardio at the apartment, which you'll see in the other vlog that will be coming next Sunday probably. So I did my cardio, had my rice pudding for breakfast, which was very pleasant. We're in like an apartment with a kitchen and stuff, so we did that. And now we've headed to Training Schlager. It's like this proper old school gym in Cologne. It fucking looks so sick. We've got push today, which will be this video. Nice little push session in Germany. I am training solo, but they've got all the OG Nautilus stuff, so this is going to be fun. Mix, not the pre, of course. We've got the Crank Pump Pro. ESN hooked me up, which you'll see in the other vlog again. But we got to the apartment. There was just like a million supplements all waiting for us, which I massively appreciate. So shout out ESN, making life easy. So we get the Crank Pump Pro. We'll also get the 2. That is 6 grams of creatine. So it's keeping on track. Obviously, prep being wrapped up now is the last thing you saw on the YouTube. It's been like 7-8 days. I've pretty much just deloaded the entire time. I've done 2 training sessions at the gym since coming back from America. I've done a few more, but the first few I scrapped because they were just going horrific and I was feeling awful. Done 2 proper sessions. Yesterday was a rest day because obviously we're flying out here. So today we're back in for push. Obviously legs are injured, so I'm pretty much running push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. It's very exciting. We are kind of in between at the minute because my training split is going to change for the off season. But right now I just need to recover and let the injuries get better before we can jump on that. So it's kind of, I'm in limbo, just doing what I can, having a bit of fun with it. So it's still going to be the same structure I always run, but there's quite a few cool machines here that I want to try. So this will be a little bit of a different session where we're just going to jump between shit, try different stuff. Not going crazy heavy at the minute. I'm still sort of in recovery. Body weight is still quite low. I've kept cardio nice and high and food nice and low. I'm still sitting around 220. So I'm only about 5 pounds up from stage weight after the carb load. So we're holding nice, but yeah, strength is certainly not where it needs to be. Joints are still very vulnerable. So it will be a bit more of a pump session today. Try out the machines and enjoy this gym because it's fucking dead quiet. It's got such a sick aesthetic and it's got really cool equipment. So I'm excited. I'm gonna sip on the Crank Pump Pro, and by sip it I mean I'm gonna chug it so that I can start training. Had 1 shot of espresso this morning, and that is it. 70 grams rice pudding for the pre-workout meal, 150 grams of fruit, 75 grams of elite weight isolate, keeping protein nice and high, and 2 grams of pink salt. So brought my salt content back up a little bit. Water's still around 6-7 litres a day, so very much still prep diet, just very mildly higher carbs, and that's where we're up to. So yes, I'm gonna chug this and then get into it. Hard Body code Eagles, you get 10% off. Best lifting equipment, and apparently now pinball machines in the game. What does this feel like? Oh, it's quite nice actually. I think we're just going to honestly do about 3 or 4 different presses today, plus triceps, because they've got quite a nice overhead tricep extension there. So let's get into it, warm up the pecs a little bit. I might come back here tomorrow for pull. I was going to go to a different gym, but I'm really liking the pieces I'm seeing. So yeah, in terms of cardio at the minute, I have just sort of pushed it way up just because it's been really nice weather in the UK. So I've honestly been averaging, I get up in the morning, I do my 60 minutes of cardio, and then the rest of the day I've been pushing it. Like sometimes an M has to go and do cardio because M's in prep now, she's about 12 weeks out. I'll just go with her. So I've done half hour of Stairmaster most days on top of the hour in the morning, and I've been hitting about 17 to 20k steps a day. So cardio has been pretty fucking high. But just staying active. It's like the better thing to do, otherwise I'm just sat at home really hungry, and obviously then you're much more likely to go and eat a fucking pizza. Whereas if I'm just occupied, like I do loads of work, and then when I finish with work, I'll go out for a walk, just because I've also not been training. Obviously I've only done 2 sessions, so I've had a lot of free time, because normally I'm spending 3 hours in the gym a day. So instead of doing 3 hours in the gym, I've just been like walking shitloads. So Should probably calm it down a little bit, get a little bit more food going in when I'm back from Germany. That's certainly the plan, to actually start to drive it up. But sort of the 2 weeks post-prep, and initially, I didn't want to just drop off cardio, eat shitloads of food like normal, and gain like 20 pounds. So kept it much more sensible. Maybe too far the opposite way this time around. But it's what it is, it'll be fine. Just all the more reason for more food when we're back from Germany. Or whilst we're in Germany, actually, as you'll see. The other thing to note, which probably isn't going to be true today, but I have brought volume right the way down. So obviously, took a full deload, about 7 days off of the gym, and then went back in the gym. I can honestly do 1 set per exercise right now, and I'm fucked by the end of it. Like, I go home and I'm so sore. My push session the other day, I literally did 2 sets of a fly, 2 sets of a press, and 2 sets of a lat raise, and then a bit of triceps, and I was cooked, and it was like all I needed. So I'm probably going to massively overtrain today. We'll see. I may end up just doing like 1 proper set per exercise, based off feel. But yeah, like, we're still very much in a recovery phase. Probably should be taking a little bit longer off training, if I'm honest, but can't miss the opportunity to train at a gym like this. So how the fuck does this work, mate? It's an OG Nautilus, very, very old school. This whole gym is seriously like, it's like a Nautilus museum. I think that's Nautilus as well, that lat raise, proper chain driven. They've got all the like Dorian Yates type chain driven, like hamstring curls, pullovers. Like, this is cool. If I could have a gym, it would be a gym like this sort of equipment, because it's actually, I don't want to slate it, but like Flex and Toned in Manchester, right? That's a similar vibe to this. It's a lot dirtier than this, not in a good way, right? This feels proper old school, proper hardcore dungeony, but it's clean, right? And you still got that dungeon feel, which you don't often get. And like all the really old school Nautilus equipment, it's pristine. Like, it works perfectly here, which you don't often get. Normally you find a hardcore old school gym, and it looks cool, and yeah, they've got old machines, but it's not very functional because they're all falling apart. These have been like very German maintained, right? It's all perfect, so. God, it's so smooth. Doesn't converge at all. And by converge, I mean like come in at the top basically, start wide, finish narrow, because the function of the pec is to bring your elbow across the midline of your body. Adduction, basically, which this doesn't do, but fuck it, we're gonna do this to start with. I love how I said, like, not gonna do anything stupid, just starting with the fucking most vulnerable flat press to ego lift on, but it looks cool and I've never used it before. So I don't have any elbow sleeves, I don't have any wrist wraps, but I do have big meaty forearms, so what's the worst that can happen? I only brought lifting straps out with me for pull, because obviously they make such a difference. That is the most all-in-one machine I've ever seen in my life. You've got a seated lat raise, you've got a shoulder press, and I think you've got a tricep extension at the top. Fair play. I don't know if you can tell, guys, but I competed at the Detroit Pro. I don't know. I went to America, guys, and I came away with a typical baseball jersey so that I can look like a tourist. But shout out whatever it says on the back. Baez, see? What a player. Cracking player. Got the leg section here, right? I think that's for calves. Not a fan of that leg press. In fact, that might be the worst leg press ever created. It sort of moves on like a weird arc thing. They bought it for Ultraflex Rotherham and then got rid of it about 2 weeks later. This is the cool shit. Look at this absolute torture device. This whole contraption, I think it's part leg press. You obviously got your leg extension with the chain driven in the middle, which again, if anyone's watched Blood and Guts, you will know. We've got what looks to be a sled, but no, it's actually a hip press, I would assume. Pendulum, some more fruity fucking OG looking machines. I think they're like just proper museum pieces. They are cool. Maybe not the most functional. Again, you got the Dorian Yates hamstring curl, chain driven, Nautilus, Lion Ham, the Cybex squat press, and then you've got tearing it up on a leg press with a nitro. What would you, you a fan? You're not a fan, are you? I'm fucking loving it. Those, if you've got leg extension, the David 200 pieces, they're actually very good. They look shit, they're actually unreal. It's 300, that's a 200. This David 300 leg curl, they have it at Flex and Toned. It's actually quite good at Flex and Toned, to be fair to them. I know I just flagged them off, but it is actually quite good at that. Yeah, that's what's in here. It's very cool. If you don't like equipment, you should have just skipped the last 2 minutes of this video because it would have been very boring for you, but enjoy your set of leg press. Dorian. Come on, Yates. These have been like very German maintained, right? It's good, isn't it? I'm sure that's meant to happen. It's part of the design feature. All right, there we go. We'll put it at the bottom, which won't touch it now. Yeah, you know what? We'll do a fly first, and then we'll finish with that, and just do one drop set on there as well. And then that'll be chest absolutely cooked. Then we'll get into some delts. But I prefer the flat version of the fly. The only issue is, as you'll notice, it is incredibly hard to get into.
1 minute later.
Oh, there we go, beautiful. Yeah, apart from the fact it kills you at the bottom and rips your pec off the bone, once you're in it, it's fantastic. It's just getting into it is a challenge. Intra workout, we've got some carbs back in there, 20 grams of carbs in the intra. EAAs, we've also got some electrolytes. In fact, the 20 grams of carbs is from the ESN electrolyte powder sachets. And then we just added some EAAs to that. So I use the neutral flavour of electrolytes. And actually, when this video is live on Sunday, right now, there is 25% off everything at ESN, right? The whole fucking website is 25% off with code EAGLES. So go and take advantage of that. Your rice pudding, Crank Pump Pro, Golden Crank Pump Pro is back in stock. It might be sold out by the time you see this video because it restocks Wednesday, which is today. So if it is sold out, I'm sorry. There's also caramel designer bars that have gone on sale. They're also probably sold out. I'm sorry, they're unbelievable. So if they've not sold out, go and try them. There is also a honey cereal whey, which is released, which is very nice on frozen fruit, on your rice pudding. So go get on that, code EAGLES, 25% off everything for a limited time. Literally 3 more days after you've seen this video, so it will all be gone soon. When I use the Nautilus Nitro, the modern one at Ultra Flex, I sit facing inwards because it feels nicer. And I think that may be the case on this as well. I promise I'm 5'10", guys. I got officially heighted in at 5'10". So I'm not actually 5'2", even though I look it on this machine and feel it. Oh, I'm stuck. Right, doesn't feel awful, doesn't feel the nicest. We'll try it facing inwards, and then we'll try that one. And then there's probably more. I feel like I've seen more lat raises. I have no idea what this contraption is. It looks like a lat raise. Just move these up a little bit. This is literally built in someone's fucking garden shed. But it was a German garden shed, so it's probably better built than anything made in a Chinese factory. Is that racist? Right, we're going back to exploring old Nautilus machines with a equipment nerd, because this looks phenomenal. Oh, we've got an OG dip, we might jump on that, but this, I'm liking the head cutout, very nice. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really nice. Never seen that before. The issue is, Em didn't really like this gym based off what we saw earlier. And I've now got to try and convince her to come back here tomorrow for my pull session. We now need to dumbbell lat raise. Shoulders are pretty cooked. My one session I've done for push since being back was my delt focus push day. And I'll be honest, they've still not really recovered. Even I did fuck all sets. Also hurt the rotator cuff mildly, starting with a flat press like an idiot. But who needs rotator cuffs? Not me. Nobody's ever won a show for having good rotator cuffs, right? Fucking absolute water buffalo from the flight. You'll see it in the other video, like I was cooking all flight, just dripping with sweat. So we got to the apartment yesterday and I just had to chug electrolytes with copious amounts of sodium. So I've woken up and I'm just a big ball of water today, but at least I'm not cramping, which is the most important thing. So I'm ready to enjoy some German food. Em's on a high day. Obviously she's in prep. She's dropped off quite quickly in the last week. So she's on a high day with an off plan. Because obviously at the same time we are in Germany. Like, we're here on business, obviously, but it is also some time away. So she's got one off plan with a high day today. So we'll go have some food later, which I'm very much looking forward to. Because since getting home from America, obviously she's been in prep, so we've not eaten a meal together. It's just been straight back in routine for me. So very much looking forward to a nice off plan tonight. No idea what we're getting, but that'll be for her to decide what she wants. And that'll be in the video next week. Or the week after that, actually, because I've got 2 videos being filmed this week. So your next 3 weeks of content, all from Deutschland. In Deutsch. Hello, mein Name ist Jack. Ich bin sehr gross. That's big. I'm very big. I'm fucking not. I'm 15 kilos under my weight cap. 15 kilos. 15 pounds under my weight cap. Fuck knows what this is. I'm baffled. It's got, it might be some dip machine, but why do you have you got 2 different pin stacks. You got some sort of elbow brace. This can adjust. Is there a sign on it? No, there's no sign. Of course, there's not a sign. That'd be too simple. Unless it's like an extension. Fucking hell, it's like an extension. God, that's unbelievable.
That is bloody lovely.
That is really nice. Weirdly nice. Big fan. But it is quite difficult. Quite fatigued because it's like heaviest in the short. It does get quite tough. Hope nobody saw that. God, this is such a cool gym. I was saying to him the other day, like, I'm very fed up with Ultraflex Rotherham at the minute. Not that it's a bad gym, still fucking think it's the best gym. Certainly equipment wise, it's unbeatable. But I'm just like, I walk in there and doesn't get me excited. I need like a change of pace for a little bit. I just want this gym. Or any of the gyms that I was trained at in America, because they were all fucking phenomenal as well. I think that's what it is. It's like, you go away, you try all these cool gyms, and you go back to where you normally train, it's like, same old, it's not as exciting. So I think it's just probably because I've done so much travelling. I've been spoiled recently for cool gyms. So yeah, I can't really complain that Ultraflex Rotherham's like my local, but I do want to change of pace. So when we are back in the UK, I might train elsewhere for a few weeks. And then when we actually start the new programme, obviously it'll be Ultraflex Rotherham because the equipment is second to none. So I want the access to be able to utilise that. This is from Blood and Guts as well. Anyone's just seen Dorian there, he goes, ah! And Leroy's there going, come on, Yates, show me. I'm doing my Dorian Yates impression. You can't, like, tap me on the arse. Sorry, I am literally, like, in my head right now, I'm in black and white in Blood and Guts. Like, that's all this is for me. I'm just role playing Dorian. Right, I'm going on record. Greatest bicep machine of all time. If they weren't pretty much extinct, I genuinely probably would buy one of these for like my garage. Every morning, start the day, fasted cardio, abs, 10 sets per arm of biceps. And then I might actually have some arms on stage next year. So yeah, Nautilus, if you want to send me one, please. I know you don't manufacture them anymore, but, you know, I'm just a poor boy who needs some arms, so if you wouldn't mind helping a fella out, that'd be appreciated. That's pretty cool. It's like a Mr. Olympia poster for the German Mr. Olympia, when the Olympia was in Germany, I'd assume, in 1983. Pretty cool. Right, might throw my trunks on. Right then, I did put probably a little bit of posing in there. My legs have died horrifically. Yeah, legs have died horrifically, so they're flat, small and watery. Is what it is. They don't need to look good right now. We'll just show you how we look. Upper's nice and full. Obviously watery, but we're going to be. On the right path, we've also got this Cologne trip for FIBO. I'm then back home for 2 weeks, and I'm in Spain for a week. When I'm back from Spain is when I'd like the off-season to properly start to get going. So we've got plenty of content coming from this trip, then we've got some content back home, and then we'll have plenty of content from Alicante, Spain as well. We're there for the, I think it's the Empro Classic. I've got clients on stage. We're there to watch the Pro Show as well, as Pro Classic Physique on there, so that'll be a fun trip. But yeah, that is going to conclude this video of this training session. I'm now going to head off and pick up my vlog camera and carry on filming. For some food videos and for the whole weekly vlog, which will include FIBO in as well. So like and subscribe so you see that video next week. Don't forget, 25% off everything at ESN right now, code Eagles. And yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.